What's going on, guys? Bob Busker here at ThinkComputers, and today we have another graphics card. This one comes from ZOTAC. It is their GeForce GTX 980 Ti Amp Edition. So let's go ahead and take a look. The card itself comes in ZOTAC's typical retail packaging here. So on the front, it kind of gives a little logo here at the front. It lets us know some of the main features: 6 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, ice storm cooling, NVIDIA SLI ready, of course, and this, of course, is the Amp Edition. Now, ZOTAC actually has a whole slew of GTX 980 Ti cards. This one sits the third up. So you have the reference 980 Ti, they have a 980 Ti that's overclocked, that is the Ice Storm Edition, and then you have this edition, which is the Amp Edition, and then there's actually 3 more cards that sit above this that are higher clocked and have different features. So this is kind of the middle of the road when it comes to their GTX 980 Ti series. If we flip it over to the back, it goes into some information on the ice storm cooling and some of the features, but I know you guys just want me to get into this, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And typically, again, as I always say, we have a box inside of a box normally, so we can see what's in here. And move that out of the way. And this is actually a pretty cool box. It actually says ZOTAC on it. And if we open this up, everything is nicely packaged in here. We have a little ZOTAC accessories pouch. We have our drivers and software CD with a ZOTAC case badge. Again, as I always say, go to the manufacturer's website, whether it be ZOTAC or in this case NVIDIA. Go to their website and get the latest drivers. These will be outdated by the time you get it, probably. And then we have an extended warranty and quick installation guide. I'll show you how to get everything set up, and of course all your information on the warranty on the card. And then inside here we have a few accessories. We have power adapters. So these look to be 8-pin to dual 6-pin PCI Express. One of these, so this is your 8-pin PCI Express to dual 6-pin PCI Express adapter, and then you have a 6-pin PCI Express adapter to dual Molex. So if you do have older power supplies or something like that, they give you the cables that you need so you can get this card up and running. And we have just a single DVI to VGA adapter. Again, if you have an older display or something like that, you can go ahead and use this, and then we can take the card out, and I believe that's it. So we'll move all this out of the way. The card, of course, is wrapped in anti-static bag and all of that, so it keeps it nice and protected here. And we can take this all out. This has a little just a little kind of like a little notice here. It says Freeze Tech integrated performance, silence, and efficiency into cooling, and just remove that sticker before you use it. Of course, we'll go ahead and do that. So this is the card, a very, very large, not very large card, but about the size of the card you would expect from a GTX 980 Ti. Now, this is an Amp Edition card, so we know that it is factory overclocked. It has a base speed of 1051 megahertz and a GPU boost of 1140 megahertz. So you're going to get a nice little, a decent boost there from the reference 980 Ti. The cooling solution is called their Ice Storm cooling. It features 1, 2, and 3 90mm cooling fans, and then you have a dual aluminum fin stack with a bunch of copper heat pipes in there. And of course, we'll go into all of that in our full review, but this should keep the card nice and cool, and it should be semi-quiet. Again, we have 3 fans here, but they're not going to spin up super loud. So of course, we'll test all that in our full review as well. It does have a really cool design. So you have this like black shroud, and I'm not sure if you guys can actually see this in the video, but it looks like sort of like carbon fiber design on the inside of the shroud. It looks really, really cool. And then each one of the fans have a ZOTAC logo on it. It's kind of like metallic looking. Very, very well done. It looks really good. It just more attention to detail, not just throwing, you know, a black shroud on there. Looks really cool. It's going to look really cool inside your system as well. On this side of the card, we can see there actually is a ZOTAC logo right there. And I believe that ZOTAC logo is going to light up, and you should be able to control it with the GeForce Experience software. So you can make it pulsate, you can make it change. I'm not sure on the color yet because I just opened this up, but I would guess it's going to light up the yellow for ZOTAC, but again, not exactly sure. But that's a cool feature here. As far as power, which we talked about with the adapters that they do include, it gets power from a combination of an 8-pin and a 6-pin power connection. PCI, I can't even talk today, guys. PCI Express power connectors right there. On the back, we have a very cool backplate. Backplates are becoming so popular with these higher end graphics cards. And this one says push the limit, has a ZOTAC logo right there. Very, very cool backplate. Of course, and that's not only gonna stabilize the card because it is longer, but it's also gonna provide cooling as well. And again, it just looks pretty badass. Then what's cool about the backplate, it actually it's not just on the back of the card. If we take a look at the end here, you can see that that backplate actually has an angle and it bends up to the back of the card. Again, just for more stability and everything like that. As far as everything else goes, of course, we're not going to take the cooler off yet. We'll do that in our full review. As far as display outputs, you have the typical, you have 3 DisplayPort, 1 HDMI, and 1 DVI. So that is the kind of basic output design for the GTX 900 series. All black PCB, which is going to look very nice. And that is basically it for this. Again, we're going to have our full written review up on the site very soon, and that will include 1080p through 4K gaming benchmarks, sound test, thermal test, all of that fun stuff. So make sure you check back very soon for that. And remember, guys, if you enjoy our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.